Oh, he got hit by the fireball. It's hard to find the chip here too. Oh man.
No
That
way.
should just do it. I don't know. Oh, he built it back. You hate to see it.
Tier lists, character power levels. The book is getting thrown out this weekend. Snake Eyes qualifies for Capcom Cup with Zangief. Plus, Ending Walker maintained his unbeaten streak in World Warrior, taking it to 7 tournaments with Ryu. What the hell's going on? Plus, Guilty Gear Strive Season 3 is out right now, and that's crazy. It's time to round up some tournaments. This weekend, Capcom Pro Tour 2023 rolled through the United States and Canada West, and even more shocking than seeing Sajam on the desk for the first time in a number of years was the winner, defying tier lists, Twitter, and the opinions of pretty much everybody out there on Street Fighter 6. Snake Eyes managed to win the whole thing with Zangief. As you can see from the top 8 bracket, there's a lot of returning familiar names like Nephew and Samurai, who made it through in losers, JB and Chris CCH in winner's side, but it was all about the runs of Snake Eyes and Reynold. Things started off poorly for Reynold in winners semis against Chris CCH's Ken, going 2-0 down, but he soon turned the tide, bringing it back to 2-1 and then leveling it up to go to a 5th and final game. Chris CCH tried to interrupt and get rid of the portals, but he got spiked, and that was it. 3-2 to Reynold as he advanced into winners finals with an incredible reverse OCV. JB back on the Rashid tried to do the same thing, coming back from 2-0 down, but unfortunately this empty jump into the level 3 put paid to his momentum, and Snake Eyes booked his place in winners finals 3-1. JB's run wasn't over though, and he eliminated Samurai in a tense 5-game thriller in the losers side. And Nephew was able to stop Chris CCH's run in another game 5 situation.
Into the level 3, and that's everything for Nephew.
In winners finals, it was plain sailing for Reynold as he spotted every attempt from Snake Eyes to get in, and he closed a 3-0 dominant win to put him in grand finals on the winner's side. Nephew darting in and out on the loser's side against JB, and he was able to dash his way in to the loser's final to get a showdown against Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes' matchup strategy was flawless, managing to circumnavigate the fireballs and then stopping almost every drive rush. And it was the perfect opening to the set. And in the final game, the most narrow of miscalculations from Nephew saw Snake Eyes saved from this chip out scenario and able to close out a win and put him back in grand finals for the run back against Reynold. In a big turnaround from the winners final, things seem to be starting perfectly for Snake Eyes here. But that all turned around and Reynold moved into tournament game with this hard read.
Oh no, punish. And now comboed actually.
That's
wow.
broken.
Unbelievable hit stun on that punish counter jumping. But Snake Eyes maintained his patience and he was able to save set points to take it to a game 5. There was still time to remind everyone how bad Zangief's level 1 super is though. But luckily the drive rush extension into the level 2 was enough to get the reset and we were going into a Shin Grand Finals.
Thread the needle.
And from that point on it was all one-way traffic. Snake Eyes showed both terrifying offense but great defense as well to keep him in the game, and he took his chance. Once again the level 2 paid off and that put him at set point. In the end, he had Reynold flustered, he didn't know what ranges to play at, and he made this mistake.
Snake Eyes, one hit.
To hand the win to Snake Eyes, a 3-0 wash in the reset. An incredible achievement with a character that literally everyone was overlooking. We are going to see Zangief in the Capcom Cup. Does this mean now that every character's tournament viable? That remains to be seen, but it is an incredible achievement from Snake Eyes, proving why he is one of the premier grappler players across any fighting game title. Alright, let's take a pause from the madness of that result and remind you that we are here every week on Reversal, giving you a roundup of all of the biggest and best tournaments throughout the 4 corners of the FGC globe. I'm your host Logan Sama. If you want to get your event on this show, then hit us up on social media. It's at Reversal_GG on Twitter. please let us know what events you've got coming up. We would love to cover you. Of course, if you're enjoying the content, then get involved. Like, can you believe that Zangief is going to Capcom Cup? I bloody can't. Leave your comments below. Hit that bell and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well to get all of our content first. That includes VODs and some of the amazing documentary content that we have coming up for you as well. Don't forget, every week we are broadcasting events here on Twitch as well. That's Reversal GG on Twitch, and you can see stuff like Bracket Reset and the UOS Ultimate Open Series for the Capcom Pro Tour World Warriors in UK and Ireland and France. That's happening all the time, as well as Winner Stays On Weekly and many more live broadcasts as well. We just had a sparking cast with the guys. So much content. You should be following that Twitch. If you're not, you're missing out. Anyway, let's get back into that World Warrior content. There's a lot to get through.
I keep forgetting the recovery on that is dog water.
Let's keep it CPT and fly around this week's World Warrior results. And the low tier heroes were out in force in Europe. First up, Ending Walker continued his undefeated streak in the World Warrior series, making it his 7th back-to-back World Warrior win as he took the first bracket reset for UK and Ireland, and doing it with Ryu. Also on Ryu was Semi28, the deadly Ryu player from Germany who won Salt Mine League's first German World Warrior series. In France, Mr. Crimson dominated a huge 250 player bracket, winning 8 straight to take the first victory with Dalsim. In the rest of Europe, the tier lists were looking a little bit more familiar as Takamura won in Europe West Salt Mine League, and Phenom got the win in Europe Northeast.
Oh, man, the low forward's too good. Phenom takes it, dude. The grand finals 3-0 over Joe.
Nearly 300 players showed out for Wednesday Night Fights World Warrior for the US West Coast, and it was Chris T who swept the field, closed out a win after Nephew reset the bracket in grand finals. C. Anik of Bangladesh won the Asia South World Warrior, and Seo got the win in Asia Southeast in Versus Masters. At BR Kumite in Brazil, Namikaze EXTM was able to stop the return of Kioma in grand finals, managing to reset from the loser's side and then close out the win. Safe was victorious over Joe Umerogan at Digital Havoc over in Canada East, and Blink Battlegrounds was won by Ajax Fidelity, who was able to get the 6-game sweep from loser's side in grand finals. Todokai continued his success in Street Fighter 6 with a win in Latam Fist in Central America West. And in Mexico, for the Mexican MASH series, it was FRT Lugabo who won through winner's side. Jabi M was able to continue his dominance in South Africa as he won Get Washed, their first World Warrior event. Selfcore was able to overcome the odds and take the win in South America East at De La Calle. In South Korea, it was Lashar who was able to beat out NL in grand finals at Spirit Zero's event. You can of course keep up to date with all of the standings over at CapcomProTour.com and just check out the WW rankings. And the full World Warrior schedule's up there as well, so you can sign up for your local event.
The character has a lot of stuff to get used to.
Whilst it was a big week for both Dragon Ball FighterZ and Guilty Gear Strive, events were few and far between, but we did get a Strive event this week, and it was the first EMEA tournament on the new patch, Tiger Pop's bi-weekly reload. Top 8 had True Devin beating Ecalibrum's Asuka in winners semis with Zato. And whilst a lot of people are saying that Zato might be dead, True Devin shows that he can work. On the other side, Turkey's Carrot of Wisdom's Jacko defeated Jetstream's Nagoriyuki 3-1. On the loser's side, special mention out to Winston and his Leo, losing early to Ecalibrum's Asuka and then running the loser's bracket, eliminating Patachu and Juxtaposer before losing the run back versus Ecalibrum in top 8. Zando ran the entire tournament using Asuka only and finished 7th, getting eliminated by Precho's Gold Lewis. Winners final had Carrot of Wisdom with a dominant win over True Devin Zato. Equilibrum's losers run saw him defeat Jetstream's Nago 3-0 and True Devin Zato 3-1. Which gave us an exciting grand final set and had Equilibrum taking game number 1 and building early momentum. But that was immediately stopped by Carrot. The set went to the final game and Carrot edged it out 3-2, taking the win with Jacko on the winner's side and closing out an exciting first tournament on this new patch. Meanwhile, in North America, 9 Moons ran the first Guilty Gear Strive event on the new patch. In top 8, Danny managed to overcome Trevor Tsu and book a place in winners finals, and they would face SQ, who managed to get the 3-1 win over Vega. Winners finals was a tense affair that went down to a game 5, but in the end SQ was able to overcome Danny 3-2, the final score. The losers side saw Vega and Trevor Tsu face off, both losers in winner semi-finals, and Trevor secured a 3-0 clean sweep. That would earn Trevor Tsu the run back against Danny, but the result was the same, albeit closer, a game 5 situation, but Danny was able to overcome and book that run back in grand finals.
Of speed.
No, say it isn't so!
Sadly for Danny, it was history repeating across the board, this time even more convincing a win for SQ, who took the win 3-1 and claimed the 9 Moons Guilty Gear Strive title for the first event on the brand new patch. That is it from us this week. A crazy, chaotic week of action. I can't wait to see what next week brings. You know, we'll be here same time, same place, same channel, Reversal GG. Look it up. You'll find us every single time. But for now, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you let everybody know that we're out there. Share that content, like, comment, and subscribe. Give us a repost on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. And make sure that you are following that Twitch for all of the live broadcasts as well. I'll see you next week here for the Roundup. Take care.